Right, so I'm just covering the questions. What if astrologer uses the occult knowledge for some negative uh, activity? Will the astrologer have to faces the consequences? Right. If he knowingly does anything wrong, obviously he will have to face the consequences. Then, if Saturn Jupiter in seventh house, the spouse will have both planetary characteristics. But as Saturn wins the conjunction, how the nature of the spouse will be like strict, harsh, maybe disciplinary, maybe about rules and regulations, maybe about the responsibilities, maybe what is your responsibility in marriage, what is my responsibility in marriage. That can be the situation if the seventh house falls in Aries. Very difficult. Saturn in Aries in the seventh house, ideally person should like avoid relationship. I'm just covering all the questions which were left, so I just replied to your question that Saturn Jupiter together in a like seventh house Aries, it is like very difficult for relationship matters. Okay, and person should avoid relationship as far as possible. That is the best advice we can give to the person who has like this Saturn Jupiter in Aries in the seventh house. This is the thing. Mm. Right. After that, what is the best way, Nicole's question? What is the best way to deal with Rahu Jupiter conjunction in Leo in 12th house Virgo ascendant? Get into any creative work. 12th house is the house of like imagination. 12th house is also house of creativity. 12th Leo is the sign of creativity. Rahu Jupiter in 12th house Leo is extremely creative position. So get into any creative work, maybe movie making, like working behind the scenes and all, direction if you are interested in, or like any kind of like following your interest, hobbies. Okay, that is the best way you can utilize Rahu Jupiter in Leo in 12th house. What if Lagna Lord is exalted but first house has debilitated planet? Lagna Lord is exalted, but first house has debilitated planet. It depends on what is Lagna Lord and what is the debilitated planet. We cannot decide like this, but it largely indicates that person will like get their life path with certain delay and hard work and perseverance. Right, Nicola, I just replied to your question of Rahu Jupiter in Leo. This is like a very good for creative pursuits. Person should follow their creativity and all. Whichever field you are creative in, you must follow that field. That will be the best thing to do. Okay. Now, like we take questions from this session. How are you? I am fine, thank you. To how much age we should avoid relationship with that like Saturn in Aries, avoid as long as you can. Okay. What if someone doesn't desire authority and recognition? Does that mean there is an issue with the 10th lord? uh, Normally you will find Ketu in Capricorn person or Ketu in the 10th house person. They are like disinclined towards the authority. You will find they have not much have that much of ambition that I need to achieve this position or that position. This is not their way of working. So that is what I have seen. Okay. It can also be like with 10th lord, like if 10th lord is debilitated or it is in like wrong dignity, person may not have that much of ambition of achieving great things and all. So this is what. Have you ever paid attention to Sharon? I have written articles on Sharon. you will find there are articles on majority of asteroids which I have written, and you will find them in section of articles on Western astrology. So you may like to check it. And I have written with examples with Sharon. I took the example of Elizabeth Smart. So that is the best example I can get. And in important 7, 14, 28, 35, 42, and 49. That's great. I didn't know about these ages, okay, 7, 14, and all, but I agree that like asteroids are potent points in our chart, and they can bring very specific events. Okay, Charon is one of the most popular one. Lilith is also Juno, Vesta. These asteroids are very potent. Okay. I'm eager to know about Mula Nakshatra Pada 3. Pada 3, is it inauspicious? Uh, Auspicious and inauspiciousness is only into our actions. If we are aligned with the chart energy, everything is auspicious. If we are not aligned with the chart energy, everything is inauspicious. Mula is about research, occult, mysticism, any kind of research oriented work. If you are doing it, auspicious. If you are not doing it, inauspicious. It is as simple as this. Okay. So if we are following the path indicated by the chart, everything is auspicious, or every planetary placement is auspicious. Okay. If you are not following your path, you may feel everything is inauspicious, because we don't take blame upon ourselves. We blame planets. Planets are wrong. We don't accept that we can be wrong. Already my parents fixed my marriage this year. If marriage takes place, how to sustain it? That's great. Congratulations. So it depends on two individuals how they are going to behave in that marriage. Okay. So obviously I cannot say much without looking at both people chart, dasha, and transit. So just enjoy. Right. Will you come to attend my marriage if I invite you? I don't go anywhere. I will attend online. Okay. I just stay at my home. I love staying at home. I cannot say a general rule for this. Why younger people getting heart attack nowadays compared to 20th century? Uh, there cannot be a general comment on this. It depends on the person and how he is living his life, how healthy he is living his life, and all. So it depends on all those things. How? Do we calculate the Navamsha of the different padhas in a nakshatra? Great. It is how do we calculate the Navamsha of the different? There is an article on website about D9 chart, D9 chart and astrology, like Astro Saxena and D9. You will find two, three articles. One of the articles gives the whole calculation thing. Okay, what calculations are followed to find the like D9 chart, to make the D9 chart. How to see another whether someone's decision making skills are good in astrology? Mercury is your decision making skill. Okay, so if Mercury is in good position, it is strong and all, it can be said that a person has like a good decision making skills. Okay. Right. What is the best way to deal with Ketu Sun Mercury Neptune conjunction in the sixth house Aquarius? Seems uh, to be difficult with people at workplace. Yes, it is like difficult to one, especially if you are in a working in job setup. You can have issues with the people. One indication is again work in entrepreneurship setup, your own business and all. Also, like it can bring health issues also. Ketu Sun Mercury in the sixth house Aquarius. It is an indication of health issues, especially related with the skin, speech, nervous system related disorders, or like heart and brain related health issues. So if you work in entrepreneurship setup, then it is like a lot better rather than working in this job setup. If Sun is in the 10th house and D10, how to align with this chart regarding profession? We cannot jump directly into D10 chart, first D1 and then D9 and then D10. No answer, sorry. Should someone try to avoid the house matters where Ketu sits during Rahu Dasha? House matters if like you wanted to know about real estate possibilities and all, like Ketu in the fourth house is the main placement where they, if they can avoid, they should avoid it. Okay. Or they should like buy as a joint owner or co-owner kind of situation, two three people together. That is the kind of situation they can consider buying property. Otherwise, Ketu in the fourth house person should avoid it. What if Lagna Lord is exalted but first house has a debilitated planet, like having Moon debilitated in the first house, but Mars exalted? This means that person may have initial difficulties in finding the right life path, but eventually they will find it because Mars is exalted in Opache house, which improves with time, which grows with time, which gives results in like uh, later part of the life. Okay, so this is what, right. So this is like person can have better results in this career with time. Like as they grow in life, they may have better results. Initially, they may not be able to find the right career for themselves. Right. Then, according to you, what is required by an individual to love someone unconditionally? Evolution. That level of evolution. Okay. To love someone unconditionally. With an exalted or friendly Mars in the second house, would the spoken communication still be harsh, right? Like especially in early age, okay, when person is like in very early age, growing up, teenage and all, person can still be like very harsh or possibly like shouting at people and all. That is a possibility. But as they grow, they can have like a better way of communicating or speaking. Okay, even initially it will be like that. Mhm. Why second house is not an Upachya house? It is Maraka house. Okay, so third house, third, sixth, and 10th and 11th, they improve with time. Okay, like if you look at the portfolios of third house, sixth house, 10th house, 11th house, they improve with time. Mars in second house is not giving like delayed result because of second house nature. It is because of Mars nature. Matures around 31 years of age, 28 to 31. Then like we can handle the our aggression in a like more positive way. Till then like we may not be able to handle it. Okay, so this is why if you are trying to link second house as upachya type of result because of Mars giving better command over speech with later life, it is because of Martian nature, not because of second house nature. If Mercury is weak, then how can we improve the decision making skills? By taking decisions, by taking and learning from every wrong decision in your life. Anything which is weak in your life or chart can be only improved by doing something related with that. If fifth also like take advices, understand Mercury was adopted by Jupiter. What it means that Jupiter is Guru. Before taking any important decision of your life, take advice of your Guru or whomsoever you consider as a Guru. A fifth Lord Saturn is in seventh house. Okay, this third disposition indicates efforts regarding getting a result of fifth house or seventh house. If both houses, which is more effortful. Result of fifth house will be experienced from the seventh house. So efforts are needed to put into relationship to get the results of the fifth house. You're welcome. How do you foresee which health issue is in the chart as per the dasha? Life events are always as per the dasha. Okay, as we go through different dashas, life events happen. So if someone is going through like suppose Saturn dasha, so there is a more possibility of chronic nature of illnesses coming. Okay, if someone is going through suppose Jupiter dasha, then like fat, obesity, these kind of illnesses. Okay, so that is why do we need authority and recognition? No, we don't need. Okay. Ideally, we don't need. Uh, okay, what would sixth Lord Venus in eighth house of Cancer indicate about the health of a person? Venus represents, as we know, like sugar, diabetes, kidney, urine, these kind of health issues. So these health issues can come up as Venus is going into the eighth house. Possibility of like STD also, sexually transmitted diseases, but again, it indicates that person should be living that kind of lifestyle. Then only we can say so. And Venus is in Cancer, that means person feels frustrated. Okay, person feels that okay, my health issues are not going, I am putting a lot of effort, I am taking all the medicines, but still I am not recovering. So person feels frustrated because Venus is in eighth house in enemy sign. Rahu Dasha means possibility of deprived eyesight, right, sir? Eyesights are seen from second house and 12th house. Okay. If second house is afflicted, 12th house is afflicted, second lord is afflicted, 12th lord is afflicted, then person has eyesight related problems. Uh, right, thank you. You're welcome. Through mean positions of Rahu and Ketu, transits of each ascendant. They are not mean position, they are both positions. Uh, like either you want to see it from true position or mean position. I just gave an example. If someone wants to experiment, that 1 month time can give you an idea whether you are getting the result of true notes or mean notes. Okay, so if in that 1 month you are getting more results of Rahu in Aries rather than Rahu in Pisces, then consider yourself as like a true note or mean note, whichever one is applicable. Okay. So this is what you need to experiment. I cannot say about like whether you will get true node or mean node. Okay. Mm, if a girl having Rahu alone, I'm glad kindly if you gave some advice article through true position. You need to experiment it. I cannot write about true node and mean node separately. You need to experiment whether you are getting the result of like true nodes or mean nodes, as I mentioned in the article. If a girl having Rahu alone in fifth house, is it an indication of getting problem with progeny? Not necessary. Though through either true position or mean position to know self observation. Great. Hello, sir. Thank you for this. My question is what can be expected from Atmakaraka moon in Sagittarius? Moon is about nourishing people, Sagittarius is about higher education and knowledge. This person needs to nourish other people with higher education and knowledge. That will be like their path. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so right, this is done. How to utilize Saturn Mars conjunction in third house Scorpio? Get into your own business. Uh, it is like and have a long term plan for that. It may not be like easy to settle down there, but if you put perseverant effort, you will get it. Music without lyrics, only related with Venus. Anything creative is Venus, and let's keep it simple. Thank you. My last question is what is the best way to see extreme fame in a chart, or which Varga chart is best? Rahu in the 10th house is extreme fame. Okay, Rahu in the 10th house, Rahu in the like 7th house is kind of extreme thing. Uh, I don't see the D10 can be seen for the fame as a Varga chart. Although I am Libra ascendant, I am helping police aspirants for their competitive exam. Is this alignment or non-alignment? Sir, did I see your chart? How can I say without looking at your chart if you are aligned or not? Okay, so let's close for the day. Thank you.